Hey, beautiful. This is Goddess LaMeel here, and I want to talk to you about manifestation blocks, specifically blocks that are held in the body. So I'm in this process, right? And if you've seen the Goddess Code movement, I am manifesting and going to a very new level for me. And in the process, even in using the codes, I realized that I have some blocks. And those blocks were actual blocks that were being held in my body. So I got this book, right? It's called The Secret Language of Your Body. And it's divided into multiple sections. So it talks about if you have body pain, what that means, what the remedy is. And these are spiritual reasons for these pains. So if you have certain emotions, there's a spiritual reason outside of whatever actually physically happened to you, etc. So while I'm going through this transition, we've had a lot of maybe 4 or 5 family events at the house in the last 45 days. And my knees, and then at one point my foot swole up. My knees were hurting really bad. I couldn't bend. Like, I'm sitting crisscross applesauce right now on the floor. But like, I couldn't do that some mornings. Sometimes I'd wake up fine, and then not realizing it, I was triggered, and my knees would kind of, want to give out or swell up and slow me down. And it would be one knee, sometimes both knees. It would switch back and forth. And I was like, what in the fresh fuck is going on? Because it was slowing me down from doing the things that I know I needed to do and wanted to do and had committed to do my part in this new Delulu manifestation that I'm working on. So come to find out that once I released what I was spiritually holding on to, which was causing my knees to produce a physical reaction, then the next phase of the manifestation came through. So I'm going to start this series to point out some emotions and how to work through them to clear that block. And if you're having certain pains that are related to, and I'm only going to do the typical, right? I will put the link to the book. It's in my Amazon store. I think it's cheaper on Amazon anyway, but things that are very specific to manifesting. So a lot of times if you're manifesting, but you have a lot of neck and shoulder pain, if you have lower back pain, if you have knee and feet pain, right? Your knees and your feet are your foundation, so you don't feel stable in certain areas of your life, and how to work through that, because some of that is not even your fault, or it is your perception, right? And there's a spiritual way to clear that. Your knees, you're not wanting to move forward in whatever is going on because of your belief about how that's going to affect you. Or your shoulders is you're carrying a lot of weight. And sometimes, oftentimes, almost always, the weight that we're carrying on our shoulders doesn't belong to us, right? It's not even weight that we should be bearing. Lower back pain. Anyway, I'm going to do a whole series. The next video is going to be technically part 2, and we're going to dive into some of the spiritual causes for the aches, the pains, the emotions, and how to work through them.